The Raptors. No Pascal Siakam. No Scotty Barnes. For what it's worth, no Otto Porter Jr. No Delano Banton. They get it done. 105-100. The Raptors win at Scotiabank Arena. It was bleak. They were down 22-7 in the first quarter. The comments talking about Victor Wembanyama, talking about how bad this team is. But a lot of you, most of you, including me, we kept the faith. We believe in this group. We believe in this team because they are worth believing in, and they get it done. 105-100. Let's do our post-game show. Raptors, they looked bleak coming into this game. It looked horrible. We had lost 2 in a row. We got blown out by the Brooklyn Nets. We lost a game we really should have won against the Atlanta Hawks if we don't burn that last defensive play or burn the winning layup. But it was a loss nonetheless. This team had lost 2 in a row, was back to 500 at 9-9. This Raptors team has not been under 500 at any point this NBA season. And to be honest, looking at the injury report, going against this Raptors team, going against Doncic, who typically has really good games against Raptors, I myself had a little bit of concern going into the game naturally. Luka Doncic, typically a guy who puts up big numbers against us. I gotta say, going into this game, had my concerns, had my belief knowing that this team could win this game. But general concerns, I think, were valid. But my goodness, did a lot of these guys step up big time. Tell you a guy who didn't step up, that was Gary Trent Jr. again. Had 4 steals early in this game, was better defensively, still offered nothing offensively. So you play the entire fourth quarter without Siakam, Barnes, 2 of your starters, and another one in Gary because you played so poorly. That just shows you how well the likes of OG Anunoby and Fred VanVleet played, along with Chris Boucher, who might have been the MVP of the night here for the Raptors, who get this one done. Let's talk about the points here. Thaddeus Young affected the game in many ways, not points. Had a lot of easy looks that he missed, uncharacteristic. We move. He had a good game. Hernan Gomez closed the game and started the game, and he's coming along here. He's growing on me. He's playing well, and he had another good game here. Was important down the stretch defensively. Liked what I saw again. We filled up the OG and VanVleet minutes because we were up by 8 going into the fourth, and we take them out, we take out VanVleet, and the team went to shit. So we had to get VanVleet back in, play them a lot of minutes. We needed every bit of it. 26 points each. Fred kind of gave the reins to OG down the stretch, where there was sections where OG was just settling for mid-range shots, and I was getting so mad on the live stream because it's just, he's the strongest player on the floor. Go to the rim, they're not going to stop you. 3 possessions in a row after I said that. We get OG downhill to the rim. First one, fouled, free throws. Next 2, buckets. Because you can just make this game a lot more simpler than it is sometimes. You can just make the easy decisions, and that's what we do here. Great job there. OG down the stretch, comes alive after a not-so-great first half. Gary Trent, like I said, more struggles, becoming a theme. I believe in him. He's a good player. I made a full video about him on my Amateur Sports YouTube channel on Thursday. He's got to be better. And getting benched in the fourth quarter, got to send a message here. Nick Nurse called him out. He's got to be better. 9 points is not enough. We win in spite of it. Need more. Is it you need to trade him right now? No, but we need more. Boucher, monster. 22 points, 13 rebounds, 10 for 19 from the field. Was crucial to this team. Last game, Boucher, he had 12 points on 2 for 15 shooting, and he had 8 offensive rebounds. So a lot of easy looks, a lot of misses. Not good. Steps up today. 1 off game there, really, because he has just been on an absolute tear the last couple of weeks. Birch gives you some great minutes. I found off the bench. Doughton was meh. Malachi Flynn underwhelmed again. But go to the Mavericks side of things. Can we shout out the Raptors right now? This is a very good offensive team and an above-average defensive team in the Dallas Mavericks. Now, they're bad away from home, but you just kept this very talented Dallas Mavericks offense to 100 points. That is quite the feat. That is quite the feat. You force a turnover late, you get it done. And look where you get it done. The bench. Because we were down 22-7 early. We made a huge comeback. But you look at the bench, a lot of negative numbers. Kleba's positive and all stars are positive. The bench makes good. And I think Chris Boucher is a big reason why for that. Doncic, 24, 8-7 night. Like, that's really good. But that's also not usually what you'd get from Luka Doncic. So the Raptors did a pretty good job of stopping him. Bullock, he's crap. He was open, but he couldn't hit a shot. I thought the first quarter defense was horrible. We really cleaned it up in the second and third quarters. You saw they scored 23 in the second, 21 in the third. Fourth quarter, start of the quarter, it was rough. We picked it up once we brought the starters back in or the closing lineup back in. You close the game with VanVleet. You close the game with OG along with Thaddeus Young, Juancho Hernangomez, and Boucher, who was so good in this game. That lineup worked. It smothered them. The rotations looked really good because they moved the ball so well and were exposing the weak side corners in the first quarter. We made the adjustments. Nick Nurse, shout out to him for doing that. Made the adjustments. Had some things go our way late. Comes together for a Raptors win. Like that last possession, the rotations were on point. You weren't over-helping Doncic. You were doubling, but as soon as the ball goes away, you quickly regrouped to get on the shooters. That's what worked out well for the Raptors. Going to the team stats, this is where the Raptors win the game. The possession battle. No surprises there. They don't shoot very well, so you catch them on an off night there. They do from the field 48%. You only shoot 43%. What you do, though, is you take 15 more shots than them and more free throws than them. It comes on the glass. 48 rebounds to their 34. 17 offensive rebounds to their 4. Those extra possessions pile up in a big way. Turnovers, you force more than you commit. All of these things together. Listen, the Raptors, were they the more talented team on the floor tonight? Probably not. You're missing 2 key players, including one being your best player in Pascal Siakam. So, what you need to do to combat that is outwork them, out-hustle them, get gritty. And that's what they did. Big reason for that was Chris Boucher, as I mentioned. So, rebound battle, turnover battle, get that done. Raptors remain equal to or above 500 throughout the entire season. They are now 1 game above 500 after winning that game. They are 10-9. Guys, want to reiterate this stance. This team is so injured right now. You cannot put too much value on the performances over the last 2 or 3 weeks here. There's just so many players that are missing. And even with Siakam missing all this time, Barnes has missed a few games. Trent has missed a few games. VanVleet has missed a number of games. Boucher missed some time. All of these things, all of these players who have missed time, yet above 500, that is quite the feat. And we need to recognize that for what it is. You cannot expect this team to be competing every single night with the crop of players available. You had 2 key players, including your best player missing tonight, and 1 key bench piece and another solid bench piece in Banton. And you're 10-9. That is impressive. Take this season for what it is in context. You cannot harshly judge this team based on this stretch. I'm over the moon right now, being at 10-9, considering the circumstances this season. This team is good even when it's not healthy. Just wait till it gets healthy. Just wait till it gets healthy and we get these guys back and we get Siakam back hopefully by the end of the week, because the schedule, it stays tough here. Cavaliers on Monday, they're high flying in the East. Pelicans on Wednesday, high flying in the West. Cavaliers at home, Pelicans away. Going then to Brooklyn on Friday. That Friday game against Brooklyn, they've beaten us twice this season. They've had our number. Need something there. Then you get should be an off night against the Magic. And then the Celtics, Lakers, Magic again. It gets a little bit easier at that point. But big stretch coming up. Let's keep it going. Let's get Barnes back healthy. Let's get Siakam back healthy. What a game. What a performance. Gary Trent needs to wake up. But we got the win. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you did enjoy, drop a like to support the Raptors content, the small Raptors creators out here working. Videos coming out on 4 channels all throughout the week. Content almost every day of the week. Support your boy by dropping a like and subscribe for more Raptors content just like this. And I'll see you at the next one.